Well, my name is Princeton Perez, and I'm an entertainer. Yeah. I've always really been in the entertainment industry. I always wanted to, be a performer ever since I was born. So I was always like going out on auditions when I was like 2 years old, and backup dancing for different artists. And then when I was 9, 10 years old, I was put into, I auditioned for a music video for Gym Class Heroes called Cupid's Chokehold. And that's really where people saw me. And my manager, Keisha Gamble, saw me on there and reached out to my choreographer, Dave Scott. And I knew him, and that they were putting a group called Mindless Behavior together, and I went auditioned and I made the group. I was the first one to make it, and that's really where my career started. And I was in that for 10 years of my life. I definitely just trusted into my team. It took a while. It was a lot of development. We didn't just become a group and then put music out right away. It took about 4 years after we met. So 4 years is more than enough time to really fill somebody out. We lived together. We vibe together, and we really just build like this love and bond. So, that's definitely a reason why I still have, the same team. I've known Dave. Dave's been my choreographer before MB. He was getting me on so many auditions. So he's still my, my team, and, our club, everybody there. My mom has always been supportive. It was kind of clear that I wanted to be a performer, especially like in first grade when they asked me to make a project on like whatever you want to be when you grow up. You have to get a shoebox and make whatever you want to be when you grow up. And mine was like a stage. So she knew at a very young age, like, okay, this is what he's gonna want to do. So when I wanted to audition for MB and everything, she's always been supportive of me. So my and my whole family, but really my mom. I'm an only child, so that's like I'm a baby, so she always is looking out for me. I think the one thing that definitely kept me level-headed was my faith. I'm like, the one thing my nana always tells me is always, pray and practice. If you want to be the best, you have to practice, but always pray every single day. And I always kept my faith, and I was always determined in whatever I wanted to do. And it really goes down to having a great team. I had a really great manager, a really great foundation, and they help me stay focused. Even during times where it can get a little dicey and you kind of start, going to side, they always keep me on the right road. There wasn't really any depression in terms of am I ever going to reach that level of success, because I know that me as a solo artist is going to be different from Mindless Behavior. It's two different careers. It's two different everythings, but Mindless Behavior had a life of its own. I'm so happy that it lasted so long, and me and the boys are still cool. We just decided to take a break when we were about 20 because, like I said, we spent all of our teen years in a group. So we wanted to really kind of go out there and live life and really experience life on our own. We only knew each other. We wanted to make friends and see what we wanted to get into. And I just so happened to find myself in the studio every day, like making music and developing my sound. And also, like, back to what I was saying with how it took 4 years of development for MB, it took me 2 years. I haven't put anything out since the group, and I wanted to take that time. And I think that's the benefit of me being in a successful group. Is like, I got to see early on, okay, this was the process to that. I'm gonna stick to my formula, and I'm gonna work. And I'm just excited to see my journey as a solo artist. I know it's not going to be like Mindless Behaviors, but I'm just excited to see how my career is going to take off and how different it's going to be from MB. Like, me becoming a solo artist happened so organically. I never had a plan to go solo. I wasn't recording any solo music while I was in it. It really just happened. After MB, I kind of sat back. I thought I was gonna take maybe a couple months to see what I was gonna do. That lasted like a week. I was like, let me just fill out and see what my next step is, And like I said, I just found myself in the studio, and I really fell in love with my voice. I fell in love with my music. I fell in love with me as growing up as a man. I was proud of where I was mentally and emotionally and spiritually. So I didn't even realize that I wanted to be a solo artist until I was like 10 songs in. Then I was like, okay, you know what? I think I should go with this. And I was still with Keisha, and she was like, let's do it. And now I'm here, like, about to drop my first single on April 19th. It's crazy how things happen, you know? When you say the difference between Mindless Behavior's career and my career is that when I was in Mindless Behavior, I was chasing my career. I was 9 years old, like going to auditions, like I need it, and I got it. But this, it chose me because I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I found myself in the studio and I found myself making music, and I said, you know what? This is my calling. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be, and it's making me the most happy. Yeah, commit to your dreams with uninterrupted focus. I was watching a Kobe Bryant documentary, and he said that, and that stuck with me because being in the industry, especially at a young age, there's a lot of noise. I call it the noise, and you know, it's the people, it's all the noise, and I just always tell myself you have to have uninterrupted focus. You have to stay focused on the goal, whatever that is. It's gonna be a lot of people coming around. There's gonna be a lot of things, a lot of distraction, but I just always stayed focused on my dream, and not even just like in my career, just in life, really. You know, life can get really hard, but as long as you have that uninterrupted focus on whatever your goal is, even if it's just to be happy, you'll be good. In 5 and 10 years, I see myself winning the Grammy. I mean, I just really want my brand as an artist to grow. I wanna be able to, you know, branch off into having my own clothing line and being able to act and being able to direct. I would love to like direct my own music videos and even direct other artists' music videos and work with. I want to be able to work with my favorite artists. Like I want to do a record with Chris Brown, with Usher, with Kendrick Lamar, with Drake. I want to, you know, I'm reaching the stars, you know. And to be happy is really the goal. As long as I'm happy and my family's cool, I'm good. I mean, I think the only advice I would give, you know, especially to a young artist that may want to just put music out and just want to go and, you know, go is, you know, get off social media, because that can definitely like hinder your mind, because social media is so fast and everyone's dropping things. You know, find yourself as an artist, and when it's right, it's right. You will know. The records will come. You'll feel creatively that it's right. And just take your time. Development is very important for an artist. You have to take your time and, you know, kind of just build that wall around you and say, you know, I'm ready to do this, you know, because once it gets going, it gets going. And only the strong survive, and you need that time to really get ready. So just, yeah, take your time. It doesn't have to be 10 years, but if it is, that's cool. Everybody's journey is different, really. Just stay persistent, you know. If people are telling you no, if people are doubting you, just always stay persistent on your dreams, because as long as you work hard and stay persistent and outwork everybody around you, even outwork yourself, before you know it, it's gonna happen. And another one of my mottos is, it may not happen how you want it or when you want it, but it will happen. Perfect World, my first single, Perfect World, it drops on April 19th. And I'm dropping, you know, the single, and I'm dropping a lyric video to it. And I made the record. It's one of the first records I made when I was really starting to, you know, build an EP. It was like the second or third record I made, and the project of my EP is really like selfish love, you know, especially at a young kid like me. You know, we sometimes could be really selfish when it comes to love, and we definitely want to, you know, have our cake and eat it too. And I'm kind of really being the voice of that. And Perfect World is my favorite record on my EP, and that's why I went with it. And I played some snippets for it for my fans, and they're going crazy. So April 19th, I'm just excited for people to hear that. Yo, what's good? I'm Princeton Perez, and I'm young and great.